Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to fabulous Sandusky, Ohio for the BS Media pregame show. That's right, it is All-Star Night here at the Cedar Point Sports Center, and we've got a bunch of girls and boys action coming your way here tonight. I am Brian Skowronski. Hayden Gray is joining me, and first up on the docket tonight, Hayden, we have the Underclass game for the ladies, the top 9th through 11th graders from a host of different conferences. So we've got a big mismatch tonight of a lot of different talent, and as I look up and down the roster, there's a ton of All-Ohioans that's going to be playing in this game and then throughout the course of the night.
Yeah, we got a star-studded lineup here tonight across all games, but yeah, obviously we're going to be focusing on the girls' underclass game, which starts off the entire event tonight. 6 different conferences represented from all over the place tonight, and really excited to see some of the faces we're more familiar with facing off against some of the more stars from the northern area.
So in each game tonight, including, of course, this one, it's going to be the white squad versus the black squad. They're going to be representing those T-shirts, and like I said, it's not really geographically located in terms of where the rosters are constructed. It's just a lot of the top players from those 6 different conferences all coming together one night. Quick game here for the underclassmen. It's going to be 2 20-minute halves, running clock, and then a very short halftime. So when these girls are in there, you better believe they're going to try to be getting some shots up. They're going to try to be making some plays and definitely leave their mark here in Sandusky.
Absolutely, and there's incentive involved tonight, which always turns these into a little bit more of a competitive nature. I believe the winning team, each member getting a $50 Visa gift card. So, you know, there's a lot of girls out here that want to walk away with a little extra dough.
Well, Hayden, that and plus, of course, we've got our player of the game giveaways here tonight. I've got these official OH Report tumbler cups. Everybody's going to want one of these. We got 4 different styles up here, so there's a lot to be had here tonight. But for these athletes, this is what it's all about. After the basketball season comes to a close, you only get to play in so many all-star games. It's obviously a big privilege to be invited, but you definitely want to put on a show when you're here.
Yeah, and the best part, too, is there's not a whole lot that really kind of integrate the underclass grades as well. You see a lot of senior all-star games, but this event in particular really gets to highlight those 9th through 11th graders as well and gets them all compiled here together. And I mean, we've seen a lot of young stars this year throughout the year, so it's awesome to get to see them one more time.
And we're glad that we get to see you, the fans, for basketball. One last night of action, so make sure that you have your voice heard throughout the course of the night. Log in to either the Facebook or the YouTube, wherever you're watching, and make sure that you're dropping us some comments throughout the night. And if you shout us out, we will shout you out. And now it's time to shout out the young ladies playing for both of these rosters. You've already seen Abby Koenig of Norwalk introduced for the white team, along with Karma Johnson. Chloe Ebeling of the Madison Lady Rams. Now here comes Destiny Robinson from Fremont Ross. And now Eve Schwemley of the Shelby Lady Whippets, a sophomore, someone that we've got to know over the course certainly of the tournament and throughout the last couple of seasons over at Shelby. Grace Walton at Upper Sandusky had all the Lady Rams action this season live and free on the OH Report. She's going to be in the mix along with Caitlin Terensky of the Bellevue Lady Redmond. Kendall Zier will be wearing number 8 from Perkins Pirates. Number 9, Kiana Myers of Mansfield Senior, one of only 2 freshmen that are in this game tonight, so that's very impressive. She'll be joined by her teammate Kirsten Bradley, a junior from Mansfield Senior, and then Meredith Engler, the other freshman represented tonight of the Winford Lady Royals. And as you look up and down this roster, Hayden, just one All-Ohioan that I'm aware of in Grace Walton, but definitely a lot of talent, lots of girls that were scoring in double figures.
Yeah, this roster has a ton of talent. A lot of girls averaging over double digits. I mean, there's only 3 girls on this roster that average just slightly below double digits in points per game. And again, a great mix of talent from all over the place. You have several conferences represented here, a little bit of Richland County taste, and then you got a lot of SBC here represented as well. It's going to be fun to see. It's always fun to see when you get a bunch of playmakers that we've seen on individual teams get tossed together. Girls like Kirsten Bradley, Grace Walton, Eve Schwemley, all great playmakers on their respective teams. So really neat to see the chance for them to all play together.
Yeah, and how well is it going to mesh early? Who's going to try to take the initiative and be the scoring threat in the first couple of minutes of the game? That's what we're going to find out here shortly as the black team now is being announced. You saw Alyssa Rishti of Calvert a sophomore, along with Brooke Dennison of Bucyrus. Now there's number 3, DC Lanier of Port Clinton, an All-Ohioan. Eden Palamo from the Margaretta Polar Bears is right here. Ella Rucker there of the Bellevue Lady Red. And now sporting the number 6, Emily Rowland from New London. Yeah, there they are. There's everybody up there, and that's everyone that we're going to get to see from the girls' games here tonight. The seniors will get their opportunity to showcase their talents a little bit later on. As you see there, we've also got Emily Rowland, Grace Lamoureux from South Central, Mariah Bonham from Riverdale, Kylia Jones, Mansfield Christian, Makari Chapman from Ashland, and then the latest addition, Alexis Booker, decided to ride up with head coach Natalie Lance here, who is a big part of putting this competition together. So big shout out to her and Jake Meisler for joining forces this year to make the Spy Report game something that both the boys and girls could be a part of, and 4 total games of action here. So there's going to be plenty of all-stars that are going to be getting in the mix.
Yeah, and as you noted, that last team member, the addition for the black team, Alexis Booker, she's filling in. We want to give a shout out to Reagan Heck from Margaretta, 6, so a last-minute change there. And it should be entertaining, though. Teammates now will have a chance to square off against each other. Alexis Booker on the black team and Eve Schwemley on the white, so that should be fun.
And you know they're going to want to match up with one another. You always see that definitely in the NBA All-Star game anytime here lately since it's been with the draft. 2 players on the same team. But when they get an opportunity to go head-to-head, they are salivating at the chance.
Absolutely.
So this will be 2 20-minute halves, college style, so gives these underclassmen an opportunity to get a taste of what it's going to be like at the next level.
Yeah, you know, it's an interesting way to do it, but it's a good way to do it when you want to try and have the amount of action in one place in one night. And it also, you know, these girls have been out of it for a little bit, depending on how far their team made it into the season. So should help kind of the fatigue level.
2 Richland County players jumping it off, and it's going to be won there by Mansfield Christian's Kylia Jones. And we've got points here. Instant offense from Johnson.
Yeah, it was a nice little kiss off the glass. See how the white team responds.
I think we're going to get a block shot inside. DC Lanier. Short in stature, but one heck of an athlete. Now here she is attacking. Sets it up. And the drive from the outside. A little too hard off the square with the left hand there from Rucker. But the long rebound comes out to Dennison. She'll set it up. Second opportunity. And 0 for 2 there on that possession.
This game's always fun to watch, too, because not similar to another game we're familiar with, the News Journal All-Star game. I don't think any practice time between these girls before they touch the floor today.
That's Eve Schwemley. Bombing the first points of the night for the white squad. And you are correct, Hayden. This is the first chance that these teams are getting to play with one another, as Lanier comes up a little bit short there with the J. So now Robinson switches to Schwemley off the bounce. Leaves it off for Johnson. She attacks and absorbs the contact for her first bucket of the night. Black squad now looking for a chance to answer. As Chapman turns the corner, has to give it out to Jones.
Pretty good defense being played so far. You're not seeing any of that kind of lackluster defense being played in easy buckets, and we've actually got
no foul. Looked like perhaps a contact.
Oh, we
or
got
a little bit of blood.
Yeah, so we are playing physical. A little bit of an injury break.
Yeah, Chapman's got a little bit of drip coming. So she's going to have to check out here. I think it's on her hand.
Not sure if we even have athletic training here in the building tonight, so.
Well, Natalie Lance is going to step up and take the initiative. When you've been coaching as long as Natalie, you've probably dealt with an injury or two.
All right, especially with several kids being involved in athletics. Those mama instincts kick in.
No question. Lanier got her pocket pick, so back the other way. The white team with a flurry, but they miss it at the cup, leading to Grace Lamoureux end-to-end. She's off target, and now the pace really starting to pick up as they send it forward. Here's a deep 3 back iron, and kept in bounds by Ebeling.
I think that'll be the trend today. You and I talked about it a little bit. I think we'll see a lot of three-pointers, but so far some nice little lay-ins in the paint too.
Second bucket there for Fremont's Karma Johnson. And now here's Lanier. Shot affected, but they're going to say not tipped there, and it'll belong to the white squad.
Schwemley kicks it out, but too much sauce. It'll be a turnover. Excuse me, it was tipped. Stick with the white team.
And a pretty decent crowd on hand here for a 4:30 tip-off in Sandusky, considering where all these players are from. As there's Destiny Robinson showing her stroke. Nice range.
Absolutely. The junior from Fremont Ross, she averaged 16.1 points a game this season.
Down to the floor to keep the possession alive. Now here's another opportunity. It's up, Destiny. Not able to come through on that one.
The score is backwards. Black has 2 points.
So here comes Lanier, average almost 19 points per game. Gives it off to Jones, and Kylie on the board.
Yeah, Kylie, she had a great season for the Flames. Dealt with some injury there right near the second half of the season, but really battled back before the tournament. Nice to see her back out here.
There's DC, always in attack mode. A couple of defenders came over, made it tough on her. And she's late getting back into the play, so Schwemley lets it fly. And we're going to get some substitution wholesale style for both rosters.
Full batch. That's the way to do it. We're about 5 minutes into the action, so we'll kind of see if they break it up into chunks of 5.
So 10 new players on the floor here for both sides. This is Rishti from Calvert. Big-time scorer. Now Eden Palomo lets it fly from deep, and the friendly hop off the front of the rim.
A great look from Eden. She was a 38.6% three-point shooter for Margaretta during the season, who made a magical run this year down in the tournament. Came up short, but what a year again for the Polar Bears.
That was a giveaway that time by Keanu Myers of Mansfield Senior. Looking to return the favor, getting down on the floor. She's going to be whistled for the foul, though.
Not too many fouls will you see in an all-star game, but that'll be our first of the afternoon.
So the black team looking to continue their run. They've got the last 5 points here. And there's a look at Kai, who was one of the first-team All-OCC performers this year as a 9th grader. And now Kirsten Bradley with the rock, kicking it out. All-Ohioan putting it up from deep. And it comes up short, deep rebound into the hands of the black squad. Tough pass inside, though. Intercepted. And here comes Grace Walton of Upper Sandusky, the leave-off for Myers.
Whew. That's a great dish right there. That's something you saw Grace Walton do all season long on the OH Report if you got to take in any Lady Rams basketball.
Yeah, almost 3.5 assists per game. Here's Grace left alone from the corner. She can shoot it too, folks.
And that team, not only her, but the Lady Rams, we saw a couple games where they made over double-digit three-point attempts throughout the season.
Back the other way, the friendly roll there from Mariah Bonham.
Now you can kind of take a look at Grace Walton. She averaged 10.3 points per night, 3.5 assists, nearly 3.5 assists all season long.
That shot off the mark there from Kendall Zier of the Perkins Pirates. So the black squad had a chance there to try to cut into this deficit. Instead, it's going to be intercepted, and that's Turinsky. Coast to coast, she missed it in tight. Oh, great feed in transition. But Emily Rowland will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, Myers looked to be pretty straight up, but I think maybe a little bit of contact. But great job to close out. She would have had an open lane, but Myers got in there. So our first free throws of the day.
So Emily Rowland, special mention, All-Ohio. Almost 12 points per game for the New London Wildcats this past season. Makes it a 5-point game. And the second one rattles in and out. Rebound battled for, and now Bradley able to come away from the pack. Here's Kirsten off the bounce, lost the handle.
Matched up against Alexis Booker from Shelby. They got some battles throughout the year.
Ooh, and how about that range from Zaire? 39%er on the campaign from downtown, and shows you why right there, but how about the length from the freshman there, Turinsky? But a couple turnovers in a couple of seconds. So the lack of continuity, a little bit on display here. Not going to see a whole lot of sets being run because, well, what play would you run? That's a good-looking one right there from bottom.
Yeah, what a great ball fake. We'll have another mass substitution.
And in this type of a format, that continuity I was just talking about, at least if you're running with the same 5 throughout the course of the night, it's going to be helpful. Schwemley spinning, and Dillon with the left. What a move.
Yeah, Eve Schwemley, someone definitely excited to see how, this offseason will go for her, how she can develop her game, even from the bounds that she made this year. Definitely going to be a leader on that Lady Whippets team next year.
She came up with the rebound, able to send it forward right back to Eve. She's feeling it. Short rebound, though, to Lanier. Pushing 1 on 3, and she's going to go right at those 3 and score.
Great soft touch from DC. Averaged nearly 19 points a game, and on screen you see the numbers that Eve Schwemley put up this season. Again, really had to turn into a leader this year.
Another 3 getting dropped here by the white squad. So the offense starting to heat up. 9-point cushion. And it'll stay there. Black squad with the inbound. This is Chapman of Ashland. A little out of the reach of Jones, who was kind of late to get there. And now a bad pass intercepted here by Robinson. What a nice feed. Finish not available, though.
Last one off Lamoureux. Another triple dialed up.
Now Jones with the rebound, sends it ahead here for Lanier. Now Rucker, tough contested shot. Put it up over the top of Robinson. And she picks up the foul, trying to defend inside.
Yeah, so again, you see another example, not trying to give up any easy buckets. White team's got a little work ahead of them.
Ella Rucker will get one more. Junior for Bellevue this season. And converts on the second.
Yeah, Rucker averaged 9 points throughout the regular season, just shy, 3.9 rebounds per game, so right around that 4 mark. Lady Red always put out a nice team every year, and Miss Rucker was a big part of their success this season.
That was Robinson able to get to the cup. Second team All-Ohioan. Now the interception here by Johnson. And a great find with Eve Schwemling. So the cushion up to 10 points now for the White squad. Been a lot more consistent at the offensive end. Some nice height advantage, though, inside for Kylie, and the Lady Flame able to stick it home.
Yeah, and that's what she excels at a lot. Did that a lot throughout the regular season before she was hurt, and then, you know, they put up a really valiant effort in a tournament against Danbury, just fell short.
Eve Schwemley, I think, is coming for the MVP of this game for sure, Hayden. You see pretty much every time she's touching the rock, she's trying to get into the lane where she can finish.
Yeah, she's having an excellent afternoon against great competition, so nice to see.
And there's Jones again inside. So back-to-back buckets for Kylie Jones. And substitution. Again, hockey changes here.
Definitely noticing, too, the amount of height in the girls' game now as well. Some of these athletes out here today, Chloe Ebling, Caitlin Terinsky from Bellevue. There's a lot of height in this game here today.
One of those valuable measurables that you just can't teach, of course, so really comes in handy out on there on the hardwood. And so does this unlimited range. Whew. Bradley, she's displayed that each of her 3 seasons as a starter at Mansfield Senior.
Absolutely. She's one of those you look at and you just can't believe she's not a senior yet. She's had that senior-like play for the last several years for the Lady Tigers. So she's got one more year left in high school, and it'll be exciting to see, again, another player that you kind of look for what they've done to work on their game in between seasons.
White's going to get the basketball back with their largest lead so far of the night. It's been pushed up to 11. They'll start it in the hands of Kendall Zier, junior for Perkins. Now Ebling, left-handed shot. High kiss off the square.
Yeah, she's one of those that has a really nice traditional post-style game.
Rishti with the blow-by right there, and you can tell she's one of those potent type of scorers, almost 20 per contest during her campaign.
And nearly 10, almost averaged a double-double, 8.5 rebounds per night too. So she's one that doesn't let maybe what she doesn't have in size compared to some of the rest, and height doesn't let that deceive you. She nearly grabbed 10 boards per night.
Another deep three. This time it comes up short. Grace Walton, the shortest player on the floor, able to come away with it. And the White squad's going to hang on to the basketball down on this end as we take a second look on our instant replay.
That one kind of fell right into her arms.
Set up, no hand in the face, and again Bradley makes them pay her second trifecta.
This is not what the black team wants. They don't want to let that gap grow any bigger, so they've got to get a hand in her face or come down and respond with one of their own.
Bonham of Riverdale with a big shot right there. Honorable mention, All Ohio selects from this past season. Walton surveys. Now has to kick it back out. Bradley looking for her third straight, not this time. But how about the play of Grace Walton? Excellent position out on the floor. Sets up Terinsky from downtown. Too much on that one. Little hesitation, but quick hands from Ebling.
Now they've got numbers here, 2-on-1.
Oh, the Madison Lady Ram with a pretty spin. Left-hand finish. Not there, but this time she'll at least get a trip to the free throw stripe.
Yeah, I can remember seeing Chloe Ebling this year in the city game against Mansfield Senior, and she single-handedly brought them in just so close to pulling off that upset on their senior night. Been seeing a lot of her post-game tonight, but she also can step back from behind the three-point line.
And Chloe, one more year to make her presence felt for the Madison Lady Rams. Not a huge score for them, but really great athlete. Got an exceptional frame, almost 7 rebounds per game. Bradley's missed her last 2. And now the black squad looking to get it back down to single figures as Palamo off the attack. Little piece capture there by the white squad in the lane. And good hustle to get it right back. 3-on-2 here. But Caitlin Torinsky covered a lot of ground to get back and make sure that not only was there not a shot, but actually delivered a turnover.
It is moving too quick on that possession, and we'll have our last group substitution in the first half.
And so every 4 minutes on the exact second, they're just stopping the clock. They're allowing these teams to get in their substitutions.
Great way for everyone to come, and that comes all the way here to get some action.
Even playing time all the way around for these All-Stars. Engler had to pick up her dribble. Swings it back to the outside. Now Koenig with the handoff to Schwemley. Abby drawing a lot of attention, so it leaves an open shooter. And that one caroms off the front of the rim for Engler.
And this is a great defensive group out on the floor right now for the Black team with Kylia Jones and Lamoureux and DC and Alexis Booker. They're really locking it down. That was a great possession.
Here is DC. Now Robinson pushing the pace. Had a little crease and she missed it. Lanier now looking for some options. They left Jones all alone. Robinson goes baseline, shovel pass in traffic. Koenig missed it short, but there's the freshman Myers.
Myers will be definitely exciting to watch too. As you mentioned, one of the few freshmen here today in this game.
That one off the mark. Second opportunity, no good inside. Black squad's gonna keep it down at their end though. Another look at the battle on the boards. Definitely last touch there by Abby Koenig. Quick shot. Off target, but Jones, she's really made her presence felt inside.
Yeah, I believe that's her 4th or 6th putback points.
Seems like, yeah, at least. Now Koenig with a step through, up and under. Just missed it. Really potent score, one of the top in the SBC, nearly 12 points per contest as a sophomore for Norwalk. Who, of course, had their best season in school history. But they can't defend down here at the other end. Excellent take there from Lamoureux.
Yeah, Lamoureux and Lady Trojans, they bowed out in a tournament to Buckeye Central, but she an excellent player as well. She'll be someone to watch for in the Firelands conference for sure. Can really get you a good night on the offensive and defensive side. Averages 9 rebounds per night, 10.6 points per game.
Sick crossover there by Myers. Puts her on the free throw line. Been watching this young lady play since she was in 5th grade and always has been an outstanding ball handler. Could go between the legs. Even back then, I remember there was a lot of oohs and ahs going into the AAU circuit, the way that she's able to play.
Yeah, she's got excellent handles. That's definitely been something on full display every chance we've had to see her play.
So she pushes the lead back out to 10 as we're sub a minute to go here in this opening half. Strong take, but even better defense by Abby. Kept it in bounds. Now here's Kai on the leak out. Fouled yet again.
Yeah, take one more look at that ferocious defensive play. That's the kind of defense right there that helped Norwalk have such a successful season.
So Kai back at the line, looking to add to the point total here on our Bellevue Carrot Center scoreboard. And starting to get the stroke dialed in. And definitely the shoe game is on fleek tonight too.
Absolutely. I was just remembering being in awe last year of just trying to take in how many different shoes that maybe they didn't wear for their team throughout the regular season that they were ready to bust out onto the hardwood.
Perfect opportunity in these all-star games to show a little bit more flavor and flair. This lady's got a ton of it. Now Schwemley turns the corner, head of steam. Left-hand runner.
It makes that look effortless, too. That's a tough floater to put in with defenders around you with the left hand.
Another tough contested shot, but Chapman up over them with a nice height.
We'll see if the white team can trim it back to single digits.
Going to get a couple of free throws here coming up. And this will be Meredith Engler of the Winford Royals. One of only 2 ninth graders in the mix here tonight.
Yeah, she averaged 4.8 points per game for the Lady Royals, 3.5 assists. So someone, they got a good taste of, varsity basketball this year and will surely be a big piece to Winford's campaign next season.
Here comes the final shot. I don't think they recognize it. They do not. So that'll take us into the half with the white squad on top by 11. Keep it here. We'll have plenty more action on the way.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
For a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No. It's ding, 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 ding. Not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells?
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker-Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
It's halftime here at the Cedar Point Sports Center for the girls' Underclass showdown. Right now, we've got the white squad on top of the black, 43-32, and we've got something cool to show you folks. Hayden, what is it?
Yeah, so it's just a little compilation. All the different girls teams tonight. Some of them aren't competing in this game. We'll see them in the senior game. But all the team records this year. So tie between Buckeye Central and Norwalk. That'll both be represented tonight records-wise, 23-4. But you can kind of just see in order every team that's here tonight and represented. Ashland there at the bottom at 25. But just one way to take a look at all the teams represented tonight and what their teams as a whole were able to do this year.
Yeah, pretty cool to see the regular season success and then who obviously were the standouts during the tournament, which was Buckeye Central and Norwalk. The Truckers getting all the way to the regional championship, as did Buckeye Central, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So our first shot here, the second half, in and out, as these squads go in the opposite directions, of course, of the first half. And this hoop down here was a little bit more favorable to the whites in the first. We'll see if it works out that way for the black here in half number 2. As that one deep for Kendall Zier.
That was a good 3-4 feet behind the three-point line. What a way to start for the white team.
Bonham going to try to match. Oh, look at that move by Bradley. Kind of lost the handle, though, but kicks it out. Almost back-to-back triples for Kendall, but working inside. Great height there for Ebling. Took advantage as it gets ripped away from her. Now Dennison with the kick out to the corner, lays the screen. Three ball on the way, comes up short, tipped around. Right into the hands there of Bonham, who sets up this trifecta for Palamo.
That one, I wasn't sure if it was going to fall in or not. It was a good angle from right here. Didn't have a ton of rotation. Almost looked like it had no rotation, but it just found its way right in.
Right back the other way, though.
She really likes that spot, right where she made that last deep one.
Yeah, she was almost a 40% three-point shooter during the regular season. Rucker now going to get a couple of free throws as she attacks on the baseline. Foul's going to go on Caitlin Turinsky. And Ella for the Lady Red of Bellevue this season. 9 points, 4 rebounds per night for her. Great looking stroke on that second.
13-point game.
But swells right back up to 15. The white team's done an excellent job of matching anytime the black squad tried to go on a run. That was Ebling of Madison. And back the other way, Dennison came flying in. And she'll head to the free throw line now.
Yeah, that was a tough foul from Kirsten Bradley.
So the Bucyrus product with a chance for 2 points here.
This is both. This hoop down here has not been as kind.
And I believe her father is over on the other side, Coach Dennison, coaching against her tonight.
So that's got to be in your head, too.
That's kind of an interesting one. You don't see a whole lot of, daughter versus father coaching matchups on opposite sides. As the white team keeps it alive in the third time, will be the charm there. Kick out, though. Open shooter is Palamo. Misfires on that attempt. White starting to push the pace here. Zier back out to Bradley. And this up from Kirsten. Nothing but net. And now we're going to get some substitutions. So Bradley making the most of her minutes here with this last shot. And just look at the range, the stroke, and always leaves it up high with the finish.
Yeah, the lead swelled up to 20 now. It kind of seems like the white team today, they've just been able to, if there was any, kind of shake off that rust a little bit quicker.
So Kirsten certainly would be in the conversation for player of the game here in this underclassmen showdown. Black squad definitely needs to start putting together a run here quick, as the length inside of the white affecting that one from DC Lanier. And they're able to make them pay back the other way with the freshman Myers. Great position running the floor.
They want to go inside mismatch with Jones. A couple of Mansfield, City of Mansfield opponents going at each other.
Good second look, and Jones' problem there, she caught it up high, just turn and shoot right over the top. She brought the ball down. Bailed out a little bit with the reach in. And Clylea will shoot 2. Mansfield Christian won a sectional title this year for the first time in a while, and they've really dominated the Ohio Christian tournament. I believe they won the last 4 championships in that thing.
Yeah, and they, like I said, in a game that they were not expected to compete as closely, were within points of knocking off Danbury with a trip to take on Buckeye Central in the district final. That didn't happen, but.
So off that missed shot from Engler, it's back in the hands of the black squad. Got to dig themselves out of a big hole here. Lanier with the switch. Trying to dribble her way through traffic. And now poked away, a giveaway. And a reach in on DC.
PA announcer letting everyone know that we're not. No one can foul out of this one, Brian.
So you can get your money's worth.
Yeah, no individuals foul.
Tonight.
Yeah, you could be fouling up a storm if I would have known that. I mean, you're going to start playing more physical.
Myers with the leave off here brings Engler back out. One of the longer possessions we've had tonight.
Yeah, truly. Seeing some rotation now.
And Grace Walton, she's been about the best on the offensive glass tonight, and I believe is the shortest player in the game.
Got to be one of them, but I think that probably attests to the type of player she is. Crafty, always seems to be wherever you would least expect her.
Phenomenal season for Upper Sandusky, one of their best in program history this past year. And now another drive and more free throws. So the black squad, they've definitely been able to get to the free throw line. The problem for them in this deficit is the clock is still running, so it's almost more of an enemy than a friend.
And they've only made one of their last 4. We'll see if Alexis Booker can change that. Gets the first to go.
And Alexis, another player, the shoe game.
Yeah, wow,
crazy.
I can't even tell from here what is on them, but just everyone's got fun colors, patterns.
And they all look new, like they haven't gone through the battle of a season. So I think you're right. These might be some limited practice shoes or maybe just part of the regular kick game that they're sporting at school on a day-to-day.
Yeah, I know. It's like it gets tough. You almost think that you got to pick it. Or well, maybe whoever our player of the game will be, we'll ask them about their shoes.
Okay, here comes Booker right in front of me. I'm going to take a peek. Looks like she's got some fancy flowers on the shoes.
Like pink and teal.
It's almost Easter season, so great shoes for the occasion. Probably get away with wearing those to Grandma's house. A little too deep on that one, and saved back in bounds, though. Nice hustle there by Rucker. So Dennison likes the view from long range.
And that's the way they'll do it. Decided, you know, those free throws, I think they may have heard you. The clock's going to be running. They don't want to do that anymore.
Trims it back down to 16. Lead's been as high as 23. And White's gone a little bit cold down at the offensive end, so this is the opportunity that the Black Squads needed. Dennison pulls the trigger. And the rebound by the much taller Karma Johnson inside. But again, the White team just a little bit out of sync right here, throwing it away.
Yeah, Schwemley trying to get it over to Bradley there. It was fun watching both their respective teams go head-to-head. That's Shelby this year, Mansfield Senior and Shelby squaring off on the ladies' side. That was an excellent game.
Dennison's going to try it again. Came up short on the last two occasions. Now Zaire, left hand, pretty off the glass. Really like this Kendall Zaire. Versatile player for the Lady Pirates of Perkins. Step back 3-4.
Nah. Gonna say that one would have been a little bit detrimental probably. You see Kendall's numbers from this season, 10.2 points per game.
Great defender too, got to watch him at the round of districts. Knock off Bellevue in a game that finished like 23-19 was the final score, and they really battled Norwalk, the #1 seed, tooth and nail until the final whistle of that one. But it was definitely just a team of destiny, the Norwalk Lady Truckers this past season. Awesome to see them get to their first ever Elite Eight. Another strong take inside. So Rucker with some free throws and might want to jog it out there, get lined up as quick as possible.
And yeah, you know, thinking back to Norwalk's run that they had this season, later tonight we'll get to see Brooklyn Davis in the senior game, another Lady Trucker. But, you know, they fell to a really good Bryan team that honestly I think they had a really historic run as well and made some pushes against some teams that I don't think people quite expected them to. So just another, you know, testament to the season Norwalk had.
That was Bonham that was able to get that rebound in amongst the trees. And a block shot off the drive here. Lamoureux turned away.
Johnson said, get that out of here. She was second team all-conference this year.
Rucker again, she's been able to get to that spot. Hasn't been able to finish often. Another three from Dennison. Missed her last three now.
Just getting good looks there, just refusing to fall, rimming in and out.
Sneaking in backside, Bonham with a theft and cruises in for an easy deuce.
Trims it back down to 16 with 8.5 to go. With the running clock doesn't help, so they're going to need to average 2 points per minute.
Around the back, nice pass inside. And a good looking setup there by Kirsten Bradley. It's going to put Ebling on the line, and it's got to be a little strange for a TY Tiger setting up a Madison Lady Ram, right?
Yeah, that's also the other fun part. You know, you mentioned that some of these combinations you get to play with friends, but you also get to play with some rivals. I mean, you got Madison and Mansfield Senior. You got Perkins and Bellevue on the same team.
It comes to something I'm not quite sure. Can we go in?
Yeah, substitutions have been a little bit uncomfortable today.
Well, it's a format, of course,
yeah,
unusual.
Yeah, no, you're not used to that.
Looks like Grace Walton wants to check in
left
very
behind.
badly.
Yeah, she got stranded.
She's got shooter. I think she was asking if she misses, do I still get to come in anyways?
There we go. There's the horn.
And they will. So the referee, that's not a traveling violation. He was saying rotate. It is like a hockey rotation out here. That's what he was just explaining there to Kai, is that, no, you're good. You got the ball. You just want Grayson.
You know, shout out to the officials still in their full formal attire. No variation in the shoe game for them today. Very serious, very to the T.
Yeah, these guys are locked in tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the shoes, actually, they look like, since they've had a little bit of
Yeah,
time
wow.
off, you know, they're shined up.
Yeah, it's kind of blinding. You know, they are very shiny.
So I think if there's a top takeaway for me from this first game, it's that my kick game definitely is lacking compared to a lot of the athletes, certainly these referees out here. Even I look around in the crowd, and I got to get my game up here for the spring season. It's time. As Abby Koenig knocking it down. One of those Norwalk Lady Truckers. Didn't see her coming backside. Almost came away with the theft. And how'd that go in?
Circus shot from Booker.
Puts a big smile on her face. She had no idea she'd be playing in this game until a few hours ago. So now she's got a memory that she'll take with her. Rishti got surrounded and knocked out of bounds. The Black squad will keep it.
Yeah, no, as you mentioned, I mean, that really is a testament to trying to orchestrate one of these kind of events. I mean, the bulk majority here, I want to know, you know, the original rosters came out, and then several changes later, you still got to say, trying to get together that many kids, you know, over 75 athletes invited, I think they would at least have 80% of the original roster still intact. I mean, that's impressive.
Very cool event. A lot of good players here. And plenty more still to come, folks. This is just the first of 4 All-Star games that we're going to have. We're going to keep the same stream alive, and we'll bring up the boys' Underclass game right at the end of this one. We'll have an MVP interview, and then right into the fellas as Lanier sets it up and just won't fall there for Roland on the run. Myers now trying to thread it inside. And just too much size for Turinsky. TC's given up about a foot.
So the white team's got it back up to 17.
Good math.
I know. I've been
sure about that.
You know, my confidence was shaken all the way back from football season when I misjudged a 90-plus yard run, and I've never felt the same. So I always try and be for sure.
Well, one thing that's for sure, that was a pretty finish there by DC. Brought it left side, right hand with the scoop. So a 15-point game. It's all going to start with getting stops, of course, for the black team. And you can tell that they're starting to pick it up a little bit more defensively. Their energy, their style, and almost went in there for an easy one for Chapman. As that one won't fall there for Roland. Walton sends ahead. Koenig hits the deck. And a second look at this nice finish. Check this out. The step through, up and under. I mean, that's college level stuff right there.
Yeah, no. I mean, if we were walking away, maybe taking a top play, you got to look at Booker's circus shot was a top play from a luck standpoint. But out of pure skill, that one, that's got to be up there for my favorite play from this game.
And for the ladies checking out right now, that'll be the last minutes for them. Do need to get some input from you, the fans out there watching. Let us know, who do you think should be our player of the game for this one? There's a few different options out there. I really like what we saw from Eve Schwemley early on in the contest, who's checking in right now. So she's got an opportunity to kind of put a cherry on top and sway my vote. I also really love Kirsten Bradley was able to knock down some tough, deep shots. She had a couple of assists, too. So in my mind, those are probably the top 2 players. What say you, Mr. Gray?
I like your choices. I got to agree. You know, I think, like you said, in the first half MVP definitely was Eve Schwamley, and then Kirsten Bradley started finding her groove, knocking down shots. So typically, or, you know, sometimes I go against, but, you know, I think I'm going to agree with you. Those got to be probably my front runners.
Ella's pretty much been living at the free throw line here in this second half. Done an excellent job of getting some great position. And we're getting close to this becoming a single-digit game again. And it'll be interesting to see if Coach Mickey Bonham elects to go with some full-court pressure here. That would have been big, of course, for Jones. Stop, pop, won't drop. And tipped out into the hands of Lamoureux. Snaked away from her.
And that hurts an opportunity to get down and try and get some quick points.
Just killing it down on the offensive glass. A great looking play right there by Ebling. Another strong take, and it funnels through for Rucker. And no press. I'm not sure if there's any rules that they can or cannot.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you can't foul out, I mean, I'm going for some steals here. Trying to trap.
Final 2 minutes. Dennison on the hop. Won't get the friendly hop. And the second opportunity secured here by Lamoureux. Gets it back outside. And this time it's good for Rucker. She doesn't have to earn him at the stripe.
Good look. Down to 12. This game was at 23, so it's not like they just let this one slip away.
Schwemley swirls it home. Big bucket for them. Now Rucker again turns the corner. I mean, she's been able to get to that spot. I think it's the fourth time she's got there and got fouled.
I was going to say, I think this unit on the floor right now for the Black team has given her the green light that they want to try and let this offense flow through her. Clock will stop at a minute. No running clock under a minute. Well, ignore that. It's going to run. We've changed our rules.
Second one comes up short, but it leaks out. And now Body's hitting the deck. Tie up, jump ball. And it will be black ball. Now you're right, under a minute. The clock did stop in the first half. As Johnson comes away with the theft. Now Zaire, a little too hard off the square. Here comes a three ball. Pure looking shot right there. And those will be the final points here of the night as the White Squad, a 70-53 victor here in our first underclass game of the night. We'll step aside. We'll be back with our MVP interview. Let us know in the comment section who you think it should be. We'll be back with that right after this.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker-Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Tonight's live and free broadcast made that way thanks to our generous sponsors, including Frito-Lay, where it is always good fun, BS Media Productions, making awesome commercials and pretty much a video for anything that you need in the greater Mansfield area, along with Sabre Healthcare Group and the Bellevue Care Center. For more information, click on their website link down in the description. Keep it here. It's All-Star Night at the Cedar Point Sports Complex. We've got plenty more to come, including an interview with our MVP. We'll be joined by Shelby's Eve Schwemley here in just a minute. we are back now with our Frito-Lay MVP from the girls' underclass game, and I've got the sophomore sensation Eve Schwemley joining me right here and now. And let's start with your start to the game because you came out hot. You were looking for your shot. Was that clearly your mindset that you were going to try to get yours early and often?
I mean, yeah, I knew I needed to take my open shots, and when I wasn't open, pass it, and if I was, make it, yeah.
And in a situation like this where no practice time, of course, with these girls, did it take you a little while before you started to get like a feel for what other girls were going to do on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of different. I've seen a lot of them play before, but never like with each other, so it's very different. But we got on and we played pretty well together.
Yeah, definitely by the start of the second half, it felt like the white team, you were flowing really well offensively. It had to have been a lot of fun out there playing with some of these girls, yeah?
Yeah, it's exciting to play with a bunch of really good players from around the district where I might have been playing against in season or tournament, but it was exciting to play with them.
And for you as a sophomore to be invited to All-Star games already, it seems like the sky's the limit for you. How much stock are you putting in basketball, and how much do you enjoy the sport?
I mean, it's definitely one of my favorite sports. I put a lot of time in, and it's nice that it's coming for me, and it's letting me get to play in this.
All right, you know the routine, Eve. If you want to give a shout-out to anybody, even in All-Star time, now's your chance.
Definitely my family for coming down.
All right, Eve Schwemley, our Frito-Lay MVP, and I do have a lineup here of some tumbler cups with OH Report logo on it. If you want to pick your favorite color, grab one and tell me why you're going with that choice.
Okay, I gotta go green because I like blue and green.
All right, green like money, and then blue just because it's beautiful?
Right, yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Eve. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back, and then we've got the boys' underclass game about to go down.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker-Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Is All-Star Game number 2 for the Spy Report All-Star Night here at the Cedar Point Sports Center in fabulous Sandusky, Ohio. I'm Brian Skowronski. I have Hayden Gray with me, and we just saw the ladies, 9th, 10th, and 11th graders go down here for the North Central and Northwest Ohio area. Now it's the fellas' time, and a lot of names that we've come to know and love over the last several seasons, and definitely a ton of talent going to be on display here for this one.
Absolutely. If it's anything like the first game, there was a lot of offense there, especially from the white team, and we heard from Eve Schwemley on the victorious side, and another group compiled for both teams that's full of a bunch of offensive firepower, and, you know, we'll talk about a lot of these guys throughout the game.
Yeah, the white team was just announced, and both of these squads, they're very eager to get out on the floor. They said, we don't care about announcements. They were out there, they're like, no, guys, let's get you your due. We'll read off your names one at a time, and we'll go ahead and do the same for you folks and let you know who's going to be playing here tonight. The white team already out on the floor. They are going to consist of Carson Smith of River Valley, Braden Olson of the Clyde Flyers. His teammate Brennan Wilson will be out there as well. Makai Johnson of Fostoria will be joined by Casey Lance of the Shelby Whippets, Ethan Stokes from Oak Harbor, along with Jackson Beasley from Port Clinton, Joey Diedrich from Perkins, Cade Lentz Elmwood, and Walter Plants, the freshman from Genoa area. And then for the black squad, we've got Ashton Martin, one of the best names in the game from Bellevue. Isaac Garcia is going to be joining him from Tiffin Columbian. Jackson Martin from Bellevue as well. We'll have Jackson McNulty from the Huron Tigers, Joel Ray from Bellevue, Jordan Ferguson from Fostoria, and then the two stud freshmen from Margaretta, Judah Keller and Julian Washington, will be out there with Max Dawson of Willard and Ryan Adelsberger from Old Fort. So a lot of guys that we've covered throughout the season and plenty of scoring as I look up and down our sheet here. I mean, there's plenty of dudes that have filled it up throughout their entire careers.
Yeah, there's some absolute dogs on the offensive side on both these teams, but I mean, just trying to think of some of the guys that caught my eye when we were taking a look earlier. Obviously, Max Dawson, 25.3 points per game, and then I'm really excited to see a couple of the guys he's playing with too, Judah Keller and Julian Washington, both out of Margaretta, both fantastic freshmen.
We'll have Casey Lance is going to jump it off here to start the action for the white squad. And he'll be going up against Jordan Ferguson of Fostoria, who I was watching in the pregame, and these two probably do have the best leaps of anybody that were out there showcasing some of their dunk flair to get the party started.
Yeah, I was going to say, Casey Lance probably, you know, I think they were 1A and 1B with his teammate Alex Brustcotter on our top 5 area dunkers earlier this year, but Casey Lance has got hops that he can jump out of the gym, so I'm excited to see if we get any high-flying action in this one.
Guaranteed to be some dunks and a lot of fun as the black squad wins the tip, and here's Joel Ray initiating the offense here with Ashton Martin. Now here's Jackson Martin out of the corner. Put the ball under one arm like he was a fullback down the lane, but it's going to be poked out.
Now, one thing I will be interested to see, too, is Max Dawson starts off our squad. I knew I needed to pause anytime Max Dawson's going to put up a shot.
Yeah, doing Max Dawson-like things. No match back the other way. As here's Ray pushing the pace. And now a kick out. Another 3-ball on the way for Martin. Side rim. And there's Stokes going up to the third level to pull down that rebound. Lance with the hesitation, hands off. Here's Stokes. And now this 3 launched. And the white team still looking for their first field goal. As Ray gets tied up as he went down into a trio of defenders there.
Yeah, what I am interested to see is something that you don't have in that first game, the girls' underclass game. You know, they're not in here on the other courts before the game starts. I mean, they get a little bit of a shoot around. But these guys, I noticed in between games, you know, they've already been out there several other courts in the facility. So I doubt they were running drills, but get a little bit of bonding before the game.
Last shot was Jackson Beasley, who was able to bank in that trifecta. Now Johnson, second team all NBC performer with the rebounds. Beasley again, not this time. Him and Dawson John back and forth, both with big smiles on their face. This is going to be a deep trigger for Johnson. Just caught piece of the back iron.
That was just a few steps beyond the flag at midcourt.
This is what we anticipated. A lot of threes going to be put up in this game, and we certainly expect to be some putback dunk opportunities and definitely some transition throwdowns.
I think the shoe game's carried over from the first game. I think the tone's been set, so more phenomenal shoes out here in this one.
Gotta love the flavor. These young kids, they got some style definitely on their feet.
Well, I think it's fun, you know. I feel like, I mean, don't get me wrong. With a simple colorway, there's still some great things, but I kind of feel like what became popular is let's just throw what all colors can we just possibly throw on a shoe?
It almost looks like a 7-year-old dying an Easter egg where they need all the colors everywhere.
Absolutely.
But it just works.
It does.
Great hesitation inside, and it pays off there for Martin.
Yeah, Jackson averaged 7.5 points per game for Bellevue.
Along with who I now know is his twin, Ashton, now that they're side by side.
Yes.
Big rebound there by Ferguson. Backed out as he drew a couple defenders. Couldn't slide it inside. Instead, he throws it away, intended for Ray. But a little piece tipped there by the white team. Now here's Dawson. It'll be the final shot here with these players on the floor. Almost got his pocket picked, and now he did with Johnson going down to the floor. And that one will fall through there for Beasley on the run.
We got our first batch of subs and locked away at 5 apiece right now. And that was a nice one. It thought about going out, but got it to fall.
And that was a good job of easing off the gas there by Casey Lance. The ball was still in the cylinder. You could tell
yeah,
he's got up. He wanted to
tempted,
smash
man.
that thing. So for the second group, first shot is pure. It's Judah Keller, coach's kid for Margaretta. Just a freshman. I mean, kid put up almost 13 points per game as a freshman. There's a good look at Jackson Beasley, and one of my friends actually sent me a couple text messages today and said, you need to talk to this kid. It's my nephew. He can ball, and so far he's been up for the challenge. Beasley with all 5 points, I believe, to start the game for the white team.
I was going to say, I think I saw a few comments on our social media post today that said, remember the name Jackson Beasley, watch out for him today.
Step in three. Nothing but net there for Walter Plants, one of only a few freshmen in the mix here from Genoa, a first-team all-district selection.
Yeah, if you didn't watch the first game, the girls' underclass game, probably going to have the same similar format of all 5 guys coming in as a unit every about 4 minutes. Take a look at Walter Plants, what he did this year. Averages just shy of 14 a night, and then averaged 7 rebounds per game.
Little two-man game here with Olsen. Now gives it up to the top of the key. Things spread nice and wide here for Plants as he attacks and goes good off the square for his second field goal. So back-to-back field goals now for Walter. Almost averaged a double-double on the season. Garcia, tough runner. Over Plants that time.
Nice job by Isaac.
Now Olsen shovels it out. Off the attack, the kick out. Plants can do this too. Woo! 7 straight points for the Frosh.
Yeah, personal 7-0 run. Got his team a 1-point lead.
Pettit right back at the other end. Triples flying from the corners, the latest from Washington.
And I'm telling you, I had the chance to watch Julian Washington play in the playoffs this year against Cardinal Stritch. That was the first time that I'd seen him, and this is a name that you're going to want to remember. He's a freshman. He averaged 13 points a night, 6.23 rebounds per game throughout the regular season, and he's another guy who can get up there, and he's angry when he's in the game, and he can really control things well in the flow of a game as a freshman. So really excited to see what will be in store for his career.
There he is riding the elevator up for the rebound. Now fast hands there from Brennan Wilson. Knocks it out of bounds, so the black squad going to have to inbound over in front of the cheering section. Now a double screen set up, staggered. Chase out of the corner is Garcia. Nice pass. And the up fake, no foul called there on McNulty, but able to get it back and puts it in. Another strong take. This time it's Wilson of the Flyers. And you see McNulty's numbers. 7.6 rebounds per night for Huron, who had another fantastic season.
Yeah, they were able to knock Crestview out of the tournament in what was a furious game. You know, it looked like Huron was going to run away with it. Then Crestview came back, but Huron's season would fall a little bit shorter than I think they would have liked. But, you know, they've been really, really good here the last few years.
Going to get our substitutions again, with Ryan Adelsberger stepping up to the free throw line from Old Fort. Double-figure scorer during his sophomore season. 10 points per night. Just one of the cool mascots in our area, the Stockaders. Big fan.
Yeah. Ryan also averaged just shy of 5 rebounds per night, 4.7 throughout the regular season.
Substitution here. It's going to get Ryan out of the mix. In step Joel Ray back into the contest. Bellevue's got 3 players competing in this underclassmen game. Off the hesitation and the drive, little up fake. No bucket there from Martin. Sticking with it. And now Ferguson a little too strong off the glass, but Black keeping it down here at this end with Dawson. Halfway home, but it spun out.
It's a rarity. We don't see him not get too many to fall.
Martin pushing the pace. Up off the back iron, Ashton Martin. Able to take it to the rim. So the black squad now with a 5-point cushion. White looking to eat into the deficit. Fall away jumper, tough shot contested that time. And here comes the black squad. Quick 3, Dawson. Missed his last 2 now, as Ferguson ride the elevator for the rebound, and now Max thought he was going to try for a dunk. Never seen him throw one down, but why not in an all-star game? And I've got the guy who put this whole thing together. Jake Meisler is joining me now, Jake. And, I mean, we got a full lineup of big hitters here tonight. How did you get so many athletes to come together for one night of basketball?
Yeah, man, this is special. It's been a lot of fun and just, I don't know, a lot of connections in the area and a lot of kids who play in my program as well. So, you know, great players like great competition, man. That's kind of why they're here. So
our first alley-oop of the night.
Here's one.
Here comes a dunk. No? Oh, another one thrown off the glass this time, but Beasley wasn't able to thunder it home. And now the turnaround off target and the rebound there for the white team. So when you're constructing these rosters, there's so many players to choose from, of course, in the many conferences here, the 6 different conferences represented. What was the selection process like for you, especially with the underclassmen, to try to narrow it down to just the best of the best?
Sure, yeah. I got with a few area high school coaches, some of the guys I really respect, and kind of had an idea of who we were going to invite. And, you know, you got to remember, a lot of kids we invite have other things going on. Bruscott, a perfect example. Alex had a baseball commitment tonight. But we kind of sat down and, you know, invited who we could, and while keeping the numbers reasonable and got a lot of good commitments. So we're pretty happy with the turnout, both underclass, boys and girls and seniors. So pretty neat night, man.
And for you being up here in Northwest Ohio, was there any kids for the boys or the girls that maybe you haven't got to see play in person, you've just been hearing about, maybe some highlights that you're excited to see in person tonight?
I'll be honest with you, I've seen every kid on the floor tonight in some capacity.
I figured.
But no, there are. I mean, man, I'd love to keep growing the thing, and it's tough. 6 conferences is a lot. So, I mean, you could do this, keep it very competitive with 2 or 3 conferences, but trying to kind of, see some Southern Ohio kids. When I say Southern, Central, more towards you guys.
Sure.
As well as the SBC, which I coach in as well. So.
And this year, for the first time, connected with Natalie Lance, the head coach of Shelby, and she's very involved, has her own all-star game, and you kind of merge them together, right? Is that what has happened here, a little fusion?
Yeah, we did. She put out a great district girls all-star game, and we did this one on the boys' side last year, and we kind of looked at each other like, hey, what are we doing? Let's put this thing together.
Sure.
And, Casey, her son, is actually in my program as well, so it was an easy decision, I think, for both of us to come together and find the best boys and girls and put them under one roof tonight. So,
all right, Jake Meisler from Margaretta and also the Ohio Buckets when he's referring to his program. That's what he's talking about, joining us here. And then also Mr. Spy Report himself. So if you want to give a quick plug just for the Spy Report, it's still newer. I believe you're about 3 years into your existence?
Yeah, man, I don't need to plug Spy Report as much because that thing's out there for these kids. And I'm not making a bunch of money off of Spy Report. It's something I kind of put together because I felt this North Central, Northwest Ohio area didn't have a lot of credible outlets covering these kids, and honestly, it's helping. I mean, they're going to the next level. They're getting some more exposure. I really just put this together to see kids be recognized for what they're doing in high school all the way up to the next level of college. So it's been great. I'm excited. Love seeing this many people in the gym. Wasn't sure what kind of turnout we would get on a Friday night, but great turnout so far. So.
Yeah, no question. All right, Jake, I'll let you get back to your commitments here. Thank you for the time, man, and thanks for the invite here to the OH Report to come out.
Appreciate it, Brian. Thank you, guys.
Our pleasure. So even though Jake won't really toot his own horn with the Spy Report, it's definitely it's been something cool that we follow on the social media accounts, and it definitely shines a light on a lot of kids up here in this area and certainly down in ours as well to just provide an outlet for colleges to see who's having some great seasons and the potential college players at the next level. That's what Spy Report's all about, and that's why we are here tonight in the gym with all these great athletes under one roof. And now I've got Hayden back with me. Starting to get some more fireworks popping off here, Hayden. As there was a kind of a dunk attempt there by Braden Olson.
Yeah, he tried to get up there, and glad to see he was able to pop up quick. Those are where you can get some nasty injuries sometimes.
Save back in bounds, but right into the arms here of Brennan Wilson. Got tripped up, and whistle comes. Excellent sportsmanship going to be displayed, of course, all night. More just about the fun and the experience in these games. Yeah, you want to show out, you want to come and
I got close.
Do some exciting things like that.
I get humbled at these kind of events because I'm a tall guy, if anyone's ever seen me, but don't have nearly half the hops that some of these guys half my height have.
Well, I can explain that. You got to get in the gym and work out.
You got to work on your vertical,
That's what Judah Keller's been doing, and he's got an excellent stroke, too, definitely for a 9th grader. You can tell he's a coach's kid as that rainbow comes up a little bit short into the hands of McNulty. Tried to knife through a double team, and he gets tied up. So Jackson from Huron got 2 free throws coming his way. And could you expect to really take a big leap next season with this Huron program? They're going to be graduating 2 stars that we're going to see tonight in the senior game. So it's all about waiting your turn with a good program like the Tigers have been able to build. And you certainly expect that this kid's going to be one of those that he's going to be one of the premier pieces for the Tigers moving forward the next 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Though he's embarrassed about that last stroke.
Yeah, the free throw, that was okay. Those will happen, but certainly I think you're right, and he's had a couple of great guys to learn under and kind of probably pick apart some pieces of their game that he's added to his own.
Tipped all around and then somehow into the hands of Smith and then ripped away again. So a lot of fast hands. Thought we might see a big throwdown there, but Washington makes the right basketball play, just gets the 2 points.
Yeah, he was starting to drift away a little bit, that backwards momentum.
There's Plants off the spin. Doesn't go through the net. So the black team looking to add to their advantage. It's Garcia switching to the left hand. Would have been an excellent finish. And we're going to get a substitution now.
Yeah, he almost slipped right through the defense, almost got that one to lay in. So we kind of have things flip-flopped here. In the girls' underclass game, the white team had the larger lead at halftime, but still some time left to play with. The black team, though, 12-point advantage.
Back and spinning, and a big block shot from the weak side. What an excellent block there from Jackson Martin. And Dawson never shy about putting up a quick shot. There's Lance. Second opportunity tipped out, but right into the hands of Johnson. So the shooting going cold down at that end for the white squad as we get another lob, and that one just off target. But, man, can this boy hop.
Yeah, this one would have been ferocious. Ooh, just slipped out. Slipped off that right fingertips.
There are some big bouncers in this underclassmen game. There's Ferguson skying up for the rebound. He almost had that big dunk on the previous possession. Now here he goes, domineering his way down the lane with the right-hand scoop.
Yeah, you know, I still don't have that alley-oop attempt out of my mind yet. And, you know, we talked on the way up, Brian, about the alley-oop last night in the
Kansas State-Michigan State game.
The Kansas State-Michigan State game. Wonder, you know, that was last night. Wonder if any coach wants to pull that out of their pocket here, maybe try and have a little distraction, and then someone lobs one up.
Sign me up for that. As many times as we can see it. Johnson, pull up from the elbow, pure. Second team all NBC performer from Fostoria. But matching back the other end, I mean, quick response there for the black squad. Joel Ray able to dice his way into the lane.
Yeah, Ray, another one from Bellevue, averaged 6.4 points per game throughout the regular season, nearly 3.5 assists.
Turning away from the defense there was Ethan Stokes. Big, potent scorer. And Ray again on the attack. A couple free throws on the way for him.
And a good core going on for, you know, two younger players from Bellevue in this game. Excuse me, three. So you got a good core there with Ashton Martin, his brother. Martin brothers, juniors, and then Mr. Ray is a sophomore.
So definitely a lot to be excited about moving forward for the Redmen. As that three flies off the side iron. And the black team trying to get out on the run here with Jackson. Dawson chased out of the corner. And he can score from pretty much anywhere on the floor. Offensive rebound in the stick back there for Beasley. Max showing off the range, though. That's the deepest three I think we've seen so far tonight.
We'll take a look at Mad Max's numbers. 25.3 points tonight.
Whew.
He shot nearly 60% from the field, and we know
That's
how
crazy.
many shots this kid puts up. And that's three-pointers included, so 58.2% field goal percentage for the junior.
Out running the left wing right here. We'll see if they find him in the corner. Instead, that'll work. Martin to the cup, swirls it in. Deep three, too strong. Max whips it up at the horn as we've got the first half in the books. 47-24, black team with a big cushion. We'll tell you more about it when we come back from this commercial break and get you all set up for the second half. It's live and free, and it's right here on the OH Report.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
For a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No. It's ding, 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 not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells.
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker-Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
You're watching live and free All-Star Basketball thanks to our generous sponsors tonight, Frito-Lay, where it's always good fun. BS Media Productions, making all of the best videos for your commercial needs throughout North Central Ohio. And the Bellevue Care Center with Sabre Healthcare Group leading the way there. Check them out. Click on their website down in the description below. You've got your second half action coming at you right here in just a second, and more games coming up tonight. The girls' senior game will tip off right around 6:30 with the boys going down at 7:45, so plenty more to take in, including the second half. Right meow. So back here at the Cedar Point Sports Center, it is the black team with a 47-24 lead over the whites. I'm Brian. Hayden Gray is joining me. Man, what a start for the black unit. They came out, they were firing hot. They knocked down a lot of big shots, and the White just wasn't really able to match and keep up. We'll see in these 20-minute formats, it feels like you can get into a nice, good flow. So a big opportunity here for the White team to try to play themselves back into it, but not if the Black squad is doing things like Ashton Martin burying straightaway threes.
No, trust me, you know, not that we have any certain teams that we're rooting for, but when I saw that Black Underclass team and their roster, you got to have shots like that from Brennan Wilson if you're going to try and take on, you know, the scoring that this Black team has loaded on their roster.
Here's Ray trying to go baseline kick out now for Adelsberger. See if he looks for his own shot this time. Left-hand dribble couple. Got his defender up in the air. Now Martin threaded it inside. The hang time there from McNulty, but he can't put it home. Oh, great catch by Plants. I don't think he's allowed to catch that, but.
Hey, all bets are off in the All-Star games, you know? You know, what I'll be intrigued to see, too, is if the same officiating group is going to do all 4 games. That's quite the workout.
Well, you could say the same for us here, Hayden.
Yeah.
You're giving us way too much. We're sitting.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? I just ate gummy bears 5 seconds ago. I'm good. It's going to stay down here at this end with the White squad. We'll take a second look on our OH Report replay there about Wilson. Trying to get inside. Olsen couldn't secure the rebound, but it's knocked out of bounds, leading to this deep one off target. Now Martin, can he bury a second one? He will.
I think this definitely kind of is a good representation of how the game of basketball has changed. Even, you know, I know this is an all-star game, but still, you know, the three-point shot, that's a lot of what people have put into their games, and you see that at all different positions now.
All right place, right time there. Cade Lentz fell right into his hands, and the Elmwood Royal able to stick it in. And what an awesome junior year for him. I mean, check out these numbers, folks. 17 points, quite a few assists. Another successful campaign for Elmwood. But Martin starting to get into a groove here offensively. He was able to get down on the block. Send it forward, Olsen.
Cut it down to 22, but they've still got a lot of work ahead of them.
Foul line jumper, pure there for Garcia. Wasn't a huge scorer during the regular season, but I believe he's got 4 points so far here tonight. As they let it fly again from deep. Olsen hasn't been able to bury one from long range yet. But he's got the fast hands there to poke it away from Adelsberger.
And he had a good start here, just wasn't able to battle back and forth with the contact, get a shot up.
Wilson with the hook pass out to Walter Plants, who had a 7-0 run earlier. Don't think he scored since. Great look, Martin off the hesitation. Wide open shooter. Great offense for the Black squad there, and Joel Ray, the sophomore, coming up big.
So this White group subbing in right now is going to have a lot of work ahead of them. Especially when you got the likes of Keller, Ferguson, Washington, Dawson, all checking back in. Yeah, you want to talk about a group of 5 players to have on the floor at one time. If the Black team was an actual high school team during the regular season,
they might go far.
Yeah.
And that's far. Distance right there for Casey Lance, who's He's really developed a nice shooting touch. He's known, obviously, for his leaping ability and his defensive presence, but the kid just showed right there. I mean, that was a good-looking stroke. Oh! And you know he can do that. Highlight material here.
Yeah, you kind of spoke this one into existence. Right place, right time. And, yeah, he's another one of those athletes who's really developed and made a huge leap from sophomore year to junior year. And, I would imagine with his work ethic and spending time in a gym with his buddy Alex Brustcotter, I think that's going to be another duo that's going to be really dangerous next year. But Casey, just what a transformation he's made, turning into quite the leader.
Yeah, the block at one end, and they ask him if they can do it back-to-back at the other from three-point land. 6-0 run here for Lance. See if they get it to him again. Instead, we'll get Stokes trying the three. Nubs the front iron. And off the run, here comes the freshman stepping into one. It's Judah Keller. Really potent scorer for a freshman this season.
Yeah, he was extremely aggressive in that game that they fell to Cardinal Strichin during the tournament. But, these guys, this is another group and another combo. And it's got to be so exciting, his dad, the head coach, to have someone like his son playing at the level he is, his teammate Julian Washington as well.
Wow, you got to give him
man,
a lot of love there. I thought that was a clean block there by Julian. But to have the guts to go up on both sides of the equation right there.
Yeah, no, I mean, there wasn't a bad result there. You could just hear him from midcourt say he wasn't getting dunked on.
One more look.
Wow.
I'm not so sure Stokes was going to put that down.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looked like he was going to come up just a little bit short. But, hey, we'll never know.
Yeah, we like that meeting at the rim.
Johnson off the board, pushing the pace. Dawson picks him up. Now here's the three for Lance. Would have been his third in a row. Oh, what a hesitation move. Nice fake. The setup from the corner. Crispy action there. Jackson just couldn't bury it. And back the other way, a little cherry pick for the white squad. Simple points there for Diedrich.
Hey, whatever works. They got to try and find a way to get back in this one.
Dawson catch and shoot. Long rebound. They get it to Keller now. From the short corner.
It's a really smooth shot from Keller.
So lead snowballed back out to 25. Lance don't care. He's doing his thing right now. Got 8 since he's been in here during this session.
And here's a press. We kind of wondered if that would come out in the underclass game for the girls. Now we are seeing it, though, here.
Lance with a nice find backside. And Casey able to clean it up.
It's kind of a good thing that Casey didn't go up for the initial putback, too. There was a couple guys there that were capable of it.
But Mad Max Dawson doing what you do. Burying another three. He's got a trifold of trifectas tonight.
There's just too much offensive firepower on this black team.
Max, the leading scorer during the regular season for them. By a long shot, I think double the next best on the squad of Washington at 13.
Yeah, Max was our second place finisher in area stat leaders and points per game. Fell only to Jaden Jeffries out of Madison, another excellent player, playing in another all-star game tonight back home in Lexington, Ohio. But, yeah, Max, all year long, he kind of hovered right around that top spot, and that's just not within the SBC. That's within at least 5 different conferences. So definitely one of the highest scorers in the area, and with Mr. Jeffries graduating this year, spot is very much open for Max to probably try and take home next year.
That was a good plug there for the Mansfield News Journal All-Star game that we'll have tonight. After we finish up the Spy Report events here, all 4 games, we will then stream the Mansfield News Journal event. So a full slate of basketball for you folks tonight to take in your Friday. Another clean move that time by Martin. He really plays under control. A little bit too much behind that one. Deep rebound comes out to McNulty. Sends it ahead. The lob. Almost got our first dunk.
Now let's check out this whole fast break sequence here.
So the lob, almost the one-handed catch. The follow was nearly there too.
Yeah, I think was moving a little bit too fast on the initial lob and then just a little bit slippery fingers there on the second. Kind of looked like they were trying to lob it off the inbound to McNulty there too, and it just kind of fell apart.
Another 3 falls for the black unit. It's Ryan Adelsberger this time from Old Fort. And that's really where they've done the bulk majority of their big damage. A lot of great shooters. But they answer at the other end. Carson Smith, first team All-MOAC performer from River Valley. There's Adelsberger's numbers from this past season, almost 10 points per game. Pretty solid rebounder too.
Still 9.5 minutes left. Black team's got 72. Wonder what their total will be. Still have another batch of fresh legs with the substitution as well.
Yeah, the over-unders are right about 99 right now, I would say. So they give it away on that last possession. White team definitely going to have to start scoring in some bunches to make this thing interesting down the stretch. Ray waiting for Martin to establish position. Not able to get it inside to him. And now Olsen split the gap somehow.
I was kind of mesmerized enough by his dribble move here around midcourt. Kind of went around the world behind the back and then, yeah, just sliced and diced right into the hoop.
Just knifing through there. I mean, what a season this kid had from Clyde. Over 20 points per game. First team All-SBC. And a highlight reel there on that last play.
And he's a guy, too. He averaged 5.4 rebounds per game. And, again, we know there's a lot of height in this game now. We've kind of talked about that. It's clear he's not the tallest guy on the floor, but nearly 6 rebounds a night.
Hop step, too high off the square that time for Smith. A little razzle-dazzle around the back pass. So we're down to 8 minutes remaining here in the game. So we're going to get a substitution. And that's what these players got to start to figure out. And we saw in the girls' game that they were starting to get it. You got to put up a shot right about when it starts getting to the intervals of the 4 minutes, so that way you don't get a wasted possession.
Yeah, it's definitely obviously untraditional and playing the college halves, so we'll see. I know there's been some discussion, depending on time, if there will be 25-minute halves in the senior games, but we'll see. If not, they'll stick with the 20 that they've been working with today.
Tough turnaround shot that time by Ferguson. And he's got an interesting first dribble that he uses his right hand going against the grain there. I've seen him do that 3 times so far tonight. Lob is caught by Ferguson. The kick out, Judah all alone. Too easy.
Nice shot by Keller. The Black team went on a little bit of a scoring drought there. Ever since I mentioned the score.
But their lead still 23. Lance had been hot from downtown. Airmailed that one. Now Judah pushing the pace. Pull up. I mean, this kid, you can already see he's going to develop, be a star point guard up in this area.
Yeah, he's just got such a smooth shot, and it's just something that we, you know, we have an opportunity. We see a lot more of one of his teammates out on the floor tonight, Max Dawson, a lot throughout the year, but definitely someone who they're giving me shades of each other. I can kind of see in their game, you know, only difference is Judah's just a freshman.
Here's Fostorius Johnson at the free throw line. Goes 2 for 2. Now Dawson, I mean, he just doesn't even think about it. There's no hesitation, and normally he's able to bury those.
He's got one of the quickest, you know, from the initial point that he touches that ball and that shot's going up. And he puts up good shots off balance, too.
Into the passing lane. It was almost showtime moving forward for Jordan Ferguson. Diedrich looking for something to develop here now. Just hands off up top for Johnson. Trap comes. Fall away for Johnson. Now Keller off the backboard. Almost.
I am just besides myself.
And this was right over the defender. Oh, perfect placement.
No doubt about it. He definitely got up high enough. Head was almost at the rim. Just it takes like an incredible amount of control to do all that at once.
Definitely would have been the highlight of the night so far.
I think it just went too far, bounced off that back plate.
Just an announcement to let Keller know he's only got about 30 more seconds to try to get an oop. Got his teammate Washington out there with him. Instead, it's going to be Dawson coming up short, collects his own miss. Now here's the shot from deep for Julian. And
I don't know if they were trying to get the basket or if he was trying to do a little bit of bounce off to Newman. Or Washington, excuse me.
Friendly hop right there from Mekhi Johnson. Oh. Now saved in bounds for Dawson from the corner. And we'll now get our last rotation here for the underclass game. Black well in front, 20-point cushion. And for the white team, we'll see if John Ottenbacher, Coach Eric Sweet decide to go with some big-time pressure here.
They'll have to make that decision. Down 24 minutes left to play. They're going to need some threes to get in there, too. Could use another 7-0 run.
That was the man who did it, who just handed it off. And it sets up a score here. That was Wilson on the attack. Great head fake right there for Adelsberger. So it sets up the match at the other end for the black team as Plants steps in. Left that one outside. Now that three, buried in transition.
Give them 82. And they just let them know they're only 18 shy. In 3 minutes, can they accomplish 100?
Off balance that time, Smith drifting to his right. Weak side block, but the third opportunity, good there from McNulty. Deep three falls right into the hands here of Ray. A little floater down the lane. Karam's off for Plants. As we're down to 2.5 minutes to go. White team needs to bury a bunch of these. Send another three. This one through for Lentz.
He's got a lot of length. Great form on that shot, though.
I wonder if those are two completely different shoes that he had to buy and get them.
Right?
Or if it comes that way.
Yeah, you know, I think, gosh, it might just come that way.
Another three, same spot, similar result.
Maybe he needs to wear those shoes all the time. Maybe he did. I don't know.
Back the other way, Adelsberger really playing well here down the stretch. This time, Lentz misses the target. Whips it out up top this time. Off the attack, switching to the right hand. Came up short for Garcia. And Olsen, I mean, where was this early in the game for the white team?
I know. They're making quite a run. They've been falling now. Trimmed it down to 16, just too little too late. But I got to say, this game definitely didn't disappoint. You know, the black teams had quite a large lead for a while, but action's still been fairly entertaining.
Plants had it poked away. Garcia got a hand on it. Now Ray leaves it off for Martin on the fly. Beautiful body control in the air there by Carson Smith. So this is as close as White has been this entire second half.
Yeah, combined over 150 points in this game. Well.
Oh! They were trying to say the final score, but that deep three buried there by Lentz, who had a flurry of them here at the end of the game, made it look a little bit better for the white squad on the scoreboard as they fall 90-76. Drop us some comments, folks. Let us know who you thought was the most valuable player from this underclass game. And we'll have an interview with that player coming up on the other side.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
For a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No. It's ding, 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 ding. Not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells.
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to
John!
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker-Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
All right, we're back here now with our Frito-Lay player of the game, and I'm here with Margaretta freshman Judah Keller. Judah, awesome event that we got going on up here today, the Spy Report All-Star Game. Just tell me what it was like to come out here and play in this, and especially, too, with your teammate, Julian. Just tell me how fun this has been for you guys.
Oh, this is great. It really it was fun. We had a great time. Julian, it was fun to play with my teammate, Julian.
I mean, you almost had probably the highlight of the game with that lob connection with him. But as we just talked about, plenty more time for that to happen. Both of you just freshmen. What are you most excited about for this offseason and then getting to get ready to get back in the gym next year as just sophomores and everything that's going on at Margaretta?
I've just been most excited about being freshmen. We got 3 more years to go and do whatever we want and hope win state. Anything like that.
All right, well, as our MVP tonight, we got some MVP cups here that you can choose out. What's your favorite color? What do you think you're going to go with? We got pink, blue, or purple?
Blue.
Blue. All right. This one? No, blue. Oh, that's – all right. I almost dropped it. All right. Well, our Frito-Lay MVP, Judah Keller, congratulations, man, and good luck this offseason.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take one more short break, and we'll be right back.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Back here at the Cedar Point Sports Center, here to wrap up our boys Underclass game, the black team winning it 90-76. You just heard with our Frito-Lay MVP, Judah Keller. And that's not it, folks. We're just halfway done here tonight. We've got 2 more. The girls' senior game will be tipping off here in a few moments, and then we'll have the boys' senior game. So for Brian Skowronski, I'm Hayden Gray saying so long, and we'll see you in just a matter of moments.